Meet Madison Harpst, a dedicated RE/MAX Innovations Realtor in the greater Kansas City area. In just under 5 years, Madison has helped successfully reshape the industry. With updated methods such as professional video, social marketing, on-the-go service, and room staging, she's taken everything she does to the next level. See just how Madison accomplished some of her success in her episode of Signature on the Industry. I was recently given the opportunity to Q&A with Madison about real estate. So I asked, how did you get started in the industry?
I love this question because I always knew that I wanted to be into real estate, but I didn't know what that was going to look like or how it was going to come to be. I worked in retail events and I knew that I loved helping people. So we worked in a lot of philanthropy, but it was retail hours. Obviously we made the most money when the store was open. So it wasn't ideal, but I loved it. So I knew that if I could find something that I was in charge of, kind of my own schedule, also in charge of my own happiness and challenging, and kind of gave me something to wake up and want to do every single day, that was the right move for me. And so we had started living with Dane's parents, and I was like, what better time than right now? I'm gonna jump in. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And here we are. So we jumped in, obviously slow and steady, and it's been more amazing than I could ever possibly imagine.
Okay, I've gotta know. What was it like being Rookie of the Year? I love this question. What was it like?
Sure. So I think it's fair to preface this with, I didn't even know that Rookie of the Year was a thing until I came to RE/MAX. And I remember Eddie and Angie, we sat down for a lunch. I couldn't even tell you what the lunch was about, but that was something that was brought to my attention, not even knowing that that was something that people were, awarded. And so after that point, it stuck in my mind that, okay, this isn't an attainable goal that I need to set for myself. Honestly, I filed away in the back of my head and went to work. Knowing that those awards were coming up, knowing that I could potentially be in the running for it was very exciting, but there was no indication that I was even possibly going to be chosen. And I'll never forget, I wasn't gonna go to the awards ceremony. I don't remember why, I think I had a conflict, and Eddie and Andrew were like, no, you should definitely sign up, it's gonna be really fun. And I'm like, do you guys know? If you know I won, let me know. I'm gonna call my mom, I'm gonna call Dave, I want them to be there for me. Right. And he's like, no, unfortunately, we don't know. Well, he did know. Hearing my name come across, I remember just being absolutely stunned. And Eddie's like, why are you surprised? And I'm like, I don't know. This was just such a great feeling to know that the endless hours, the time, just the experience as a whole, not knowing if leaving my job to start in real estate, it almost solidified that that was 100% worth it. Yeah. And it's nothing, it's an accolade, it's wonderful, it's such a great feeling, but it was more personal for me, even whether people knew it or not, it was just knowing that, okay, I can do this.
Has your career fulfilled your expectations so far?
Absolutely, and then some. I think in ways not only in success, but in ways of personal development. So not only is it so great to be able to help buyers and sellers and achieve Rookie of the Year or volume goals or whatever that may look like, but I've learned so much about myself. I've learned so much about how I function best, how I'm the most successful. And I think that's almost more fulfilling because I love what I do, and being able to feel good about that personally has allowed me to succeed business-wise in a professional setting too.
What do you feel has been the key to your success?
I treat every single, I don't even like the word client, but I treat every single client like friends, family. They receive the exact same treatment. I almost get a little too attached to them, which a professional will tell you is probably not a good thing, but it is the heart of my business. And as cliche as that sounds, I wake up and go to bed every single night loving what I do because of the people that I get to do it with. And so I feel like I couldn't ask for a better situation. And when you love what you do and you don't feel like you're working, it makes life so much easier and it makes life so much more fulfilling. And I think the heart of my business being the people that I do it for has pushed everything to a higher level. I will say my referral base is second to none. They're amazing.
Yeah.
People are always like, where do your leads come from? Where do your listings come from? How do you have all these buyers? And the answer is my referral base. Like, I wish I had some magic potion that I could pass over and say, this is where they all come from. I don't know. You know, my phone is continuously ringing, but it's an ebb and flow. So sometimes it's quiet, and I'm like, where's the business going to come from? And then the next day, it's an influx. So I can't thank friends, family, past clients, but they are the reason. That's 100% it. The other thing I love is like doing pop buys or gifts. I do birthday cards and I do home anniversary cards. I try not to miss a beat on those. And the amount of text messages, the amount of people that just say like, thank you. Like, and I don't expect a thank you, you know, or I'll bring out like Cinco de Mayo, like little pop buys, you know, with like a margarita mix and a lime and like cute little stuff, chips and salsa. And they're posting it to their stories, which I would never expect. Like, that's not in my mind when I do it, what I think. But then it just, you know, triples and domino effect.
Last question. What's your craziest real estate story?
I always say, and I swear every time I call Angie or Eddie, I say, the weirdest thing happened and I didn't ever think anything weirder could possibly, you know, go on. I will keep this more like individual based as opposed to like client based, but I listed a house, and this just shows you how crazy other people can be. An agent who never even showed the house sent me an email one night, and he said, you know, reference the property address, and he said, you look, if this buyer, and names the buyer by name, looks at your property, this is me telling you that I represent them. Regardless if I write them an offer or anything, but if somebody else does, I receive a referral fee. And honestly, I disregarded the email. I'm like, is this spam? Didn't think anything about it. So fast forward, sure enough, the following morning I get a showing from a female agent. The email was from a male agent, very clear, has a picture, all of this. And she writes me an offer. And it is the buyer who was stated in this email. And I called the agent, the female agent. I run my business on full transparency. I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And I said, listen, this is what's happened. And I told her exactly what I just told you. And she goes, weird, because I have been representing this buyer for a very long time, and I'm not sure what that's about. And I'm like, well, here's the deal. It has nothing to do with me. I'm on the listing side. I have an exclusive with my seller. I just want to give you a heads up. This is the agent's name, etc. Fast forward. I let Eddie and Angie know about this. Come closing time, he sends me an email and text messages saying that he is due a referral fee. He actually showed up to the office. I think Scott got to meet him. And I believe Eddie and Angie took care of it, you know, fine, because I've never heard anything else. But it was mind-blowing to me that people are willing to go out of their way. So that's more of like an agent-to-agent story. Very odd. But yes, definitely the weirdest thing that's ever happened, for sure.
That's very interesting. Well, that's all the questions we have for you. Thanks so much, Madison.